Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Trey, a U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs attorney is under investigation after posting a video on social media that basically mocked Israelis as they pled for the return of their hostages taken by the Hamas-led terrorists. Basically, her video that she posted had a sort of sarcastic tone, and in the video she says, "We just want our hostages back. Give us back our 200 hostages." I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, she pulled the video off social media, and then it was picked up by somebody else, I guess a watchdog group, and they since put it out. The question is not whether or not you agree with her stances on whether you support the Israelis or the Palestinians or anything else. It more or less has become a question for me when I think about how we help take care of our veterans. Do we want somebody in a government role, whether at the Veterans Administration or any government job, do we want them really putting out a lot of their commentary out on social media and getting pulled into the trap, as I've heard you call it, the trap of social media, when really I just want them to, in her case, focus on taking care of the veterans in every way. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. Focus on the job you're being paid for, because that trap of social media, it kind of brainwashes all of us into thinking that my thoughts somehow carry weight and that everybody's just waiting to hear them. And so let me put this out, whether in video or writing. And that's just not the case. You know, if you want to make a difference, make the difference in the circle you already know. But yeah, I don't know what the different procedures and regulations are about employees and their personal social media accounts in the VA. But what I do know is that if she was posting it during work hours, that's definitely a no-no. But even beyond what's legal, not legal, or whatever, I'm thinking, is it wise? You know, there are so many steps that she probably just blasted through as she thought about it and then had the result of posting it. And at no point, it seems like no point during that process did she think, is this actually wise for me to post? You know, it's real easy to say something kind of stupid that you wish you could take back if you're in person, but recording a video, that's a slower process, and it at least gives you the chance to think things through. It sure doesn't sound like she slowed down enough to have some discernment to figure out, was this the wise thing to do? And obviously, that was not the wise thing to do.
Well, the VA put out a very safe statement, as any corporation or government would do. It said, we're investigating the matter, and there's no place for the VA for any anti-Semitism or any expression of bigotry or hatred. We get that. That's, to some degree, that's not the question, even though it front and center is. I think the motivational thing I'm going to tell everybody is, before you speak or post a video, think, because this stuff comes and bites you in the butt. 10, 20 years ago, the whole thing was make certain that you think about what you email someone. It could basically get plastered on the cover of the New York Times. That, what you put out there in email was going to get blasted out by people and misconstrued. Now, and then 10 years ago, it was more text. Now it's videos of stupid things you say and somebody else is picking up. You've got to really think about, being pulled into that trap, because you don't need to hear our thoughts on everything. I mean, Lord knows I try to edit out as much of what you say as possible. There's only so much that we can do at some point, but just think about what you post.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.